Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bag. This is D. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the 5 Jack Ryan movies, and I'm going to attempt to rank them to see which one is best out of all 5. Jack Ryan is a Tom Clancy character. 4 different actors played Jack Ryan over the course of 5 movies. You had Alec Baldwin play him, Harrison Ford played him twice, Ben Affleck played him once, and Chris Pine played him last. So without further ado, let's dive in and take a look at the raw numbers to help us decide which one is the best Jack Ryan movie. Start with number 5. We have Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit, starring Chris Pine as Jack Ryan and Kevin Costner as his face in a high place. Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit raked in $130 million at the worldwide box, and it scored a 6.2 IMDb, which puts it like mid-pack as far as ratings go. That means pretty much people liked it. It was a watch. 6.2 is not bad. It's not top of the heap, but it's not bad. 130 million. It's the lowest performing movie out of the 5. Next up, we have at the number 4 spot. We have Patriot Games, starring Harrison Ford. This is Harrison Ford's first time out as Jack Ryan. He took over from Alec Baldwin. This one was a pretty good movie. You got this one here is Jack Ryan pretty much interrupted an attack, I think, on a prime minister over in England, somewhere like that. He was over in England. He was over in Europe somewhere, and he stopped. There was an attack going down right in front of him. He jumped in. He was honored as a hero. He killed one of the bad guy's brothers. The bad guy had beef with him, tried to kill Jack Ryan's family. Did a good job at attacking his wife and his daughter. This guy just wouldn't let it go. James Earl Jones was again, like I said, his face in a high place. This was a fantastic movie. Harrison Ford did a great job. The Patriot Games came out in 1992 with a worldwide box of 178.1 million with a pretty good 6.8 IMDb. At the number 3 spot, we have The Sum of All Fears. This time you got Ben Affleck playing Jack Ryan, and you got Morgan Freeman this time as his face in a high place. And this one here, this is my favorite story out of the bunch. Ben Affleck did a great job. This one, I like the story in this one a lot more than the rest of them. Even though Patriot Games had a banging story, I like this one a little bit more. This one here, The Sum of All Fears, came out in 2002, and it raked in 193.9 million with a 6.4 IMDb, making this number 3. Again, it got more money, but it's also lower rated than Patriot Games by 4 points, but it made 15 more million. And 4 points is not really a lot. 15 million is not a lot for a movie, but 4 points is not that big of a gap. I think when you start hitting in 5 or more points, now you're starting to offset the money a little bit, but 4 points, that's not really, Next up, we have number 2. Number 2. Again, we got Harrison Ford back as Jack Ryan, his second go out as Jack Ryan. And out of the 2 Harrison Ford movies, I think I like this one a little bit more. Patriot Games was good, but I think I like this one a little bit more. So this is Clear and Present Danger, came out in 1994. It raked in a nice 215.9 million. For 94, 215.9 million, that's good. And it had a nice 6.9 IMDb. So yes, this is the second best outing as Jack Ryan, Harrison Ford, and it was a good movie also. This one had more action. This one had a lot of action in it. I think this one, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I think this is the most action-packed out of the bunch. However, Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit got some pretty good action in it too. Again, far as story go, it's definitely going to be Sum of All Fears for me because Liv Schreiber was in there. You just had some good acting in there, but you had some good acting in this one too with Willem Dafoe. So next up is number 1. Not my favorite out of the bunch, but it's not my personal opinion. This is probably, for me, this is the one that I like the least. And this is The Hunt for Red October. It came out in 1990. It raked in a decent 200.5 million, and it scored a high 7.5 IMDb. So, yeah, it made $15 million less than Clear and Present Danger, but it rated 6 points higher. And again, 15 million, that's not a lot. 6 points, you definitely swinging a hammer in favor of basically customer, I call it customer or viewer satisfaction with that much higher rating. So I'm going to go ahead and say that The Hunt for Red October is the commercially, and I got to say that, the more commercially successful movie. It is the most commercially successful movie in the Jack Ryan series of films. Again, not my favorite. Out of all of these movies now, I want to rank them in my order how I like them. Now that we got the official stuff out of the way. My favorite out of all of them is, I really like The Sum of All Fears. I like the story. I like the ending. How the Americans and the Russians got their payback for this third party getting ready to cause them to go to war. The ending was so satisfying in this movie. Banger. My next favorite one out of all of them, I'm going to say, the two Harrison Ford movies, I would almost call them a tie, but I can't. So I'm going to go with Clear and Present Danger. I'm going to go with Clear and Present Danger. Then I'm going to go with Patriot Games. Depending on what day you ask me, either one of these could be my favorite. Depending on when you ask me. It's like that. It's that close. And then I'm going to say I like Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit. And then The Hunt for Red October. So that's my personal ranking, but that's also the ranking by the numbers. Thanks for watching. And again, on a side note, Jack Ryan is a great character. I would like to see more, but I don't think we're going to get any more Jack Ryan movies. Another character that's based off of a book that you get a lot of, that we got a couple movies from that was good and one that was just piss poor, terrible. Alex Cross. There's like 26 books based off of Alex Cross. And so far we got 3 movies based on Alex Cross. 2 were excellent. Kiss the Girls and Along Came the Spider with Morgan Freeman as Alex Cross. Then we got that abomination called Alex Cross with Tyler Perry as playing Alex Cross, which to this day, I'll never understand that. Nobody who saw that movie will understand why they gave that movie. It had to be some kind of deal or something going on in the background to make them give such an important character. And they ruined their chance at a franchise by doing that. If they would have had a better actor, I would imagine they couldn't have used Morgan Freeman. He was getting up there in age. He was getting up there. But they could have went with somebody else. I would love to see Alex Cross make a comeback, and they can do what they did with the Jack Ryan characters.